Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Hello, early learners. It's me, Mrs. Read-Wright. I wanted to welcome you back to the art room after being gone for the weekend. Let's do a 1, 2, 3. Say hi to me. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Say hi to me. Hi, Mrs. Read-Wright. Hello, Mrs. Read-Wright. How'd you do, Mrs. Read-Wright? And let's do a 1, 2, say hi to you, and you just call out your name, and I'll be listening. Ready? 1, 2, say hi to you. Hi, boys and girls. Well, let me tell you what we're going to do. We're going to sing our hello song and then get straight into the suitcase because today is Mystery Monday. And our hello song is still our echo song because I think it's such a lively little song to start the day. And it's right here. And we do my turn, your turn, my turn, your turn, till the end where we say that we're all here together again. I always do this because in school, we like to say that we're all here together again, and then we put our hands like this so that we're ready to learn. Here we go. Hello there, how are you, how are you? It's so good to see you, We'll sing and be happy that we're all here together again. In the suitcase, remember what I do? I pack it with 3 things. 2 of them go together and 1 does not belong. But something funny, I've packed 3 things that go together in one way. I'll bring them out and put them out there and I'll let you think, now how do they go together? And then I'll ask you to think about what 2 really go together best and what one doesn't. And I'll tell you a little story while I brought the other one. Because last week we were talking about Yayoi Kusama, and she was the princess of polka dots. Wait till you see what's in my suitcase. Let me open it up. The first thing I have is this. Have you ever seen one? Have you ever worn one? Let me show you who wears this one. It fits on my head just right. And I snap it underneath. Every time I ride my bike, I wear my helmet. And you might see me around town because there aren't very many people who wear a helmet with red and white polka dots. So if you see me, ask your parents not to honk at me, but you can call out, Mrs. Read-Wright, and I'll wave to you from my bike. Let me set this up here to get something else out. What could it be? Oh, look what this is. It is a hat. It's a gardening hat. This would have been great when we were studying Archimboldo. It has a little crack in it. Let me set this here to get the last thing out. Will it go with the helmet or will it go with the straw hat? Let's see, and put it on top. Everything has a little chin strap to help keep it on. So let's put these 3 on top of the suitcase and take a look at them and see which 2 go together and which one doesn't belong. Straw hat, helmet. You are right. The 2 straw hats go together. And I brought them because now is the time to start harvest. And harvest leads into Thanksgiving. And Thanksgiving is a time for feasts. And we've been talking about food in the past, but we're going to be talking today about how you get the food from the farm to your table without someone like this coming along and gobbling up your crops. This is A black bird. Is it a blackbird? Is it a crow? Is it a raven? I've named him Edgar Allan Crow because Edgar Allan Poe wrote a poem about a raven and said nevermore, which means never again. Let's put I'm going to call him a crow because we're going to be talking about scarecrows all week long. And I have a scarecrow that's hanging from his hanger up there, and we'll go over when we go to the easel to look at him because he's wearing a hat also. But I want to tell you that we're going to be looking at the scarecrows because last weekend was the last week of the Scarecrow Festival at the beach. And when I went to look at the scarecrows, one pair reminded me of a famous artwork called American Gothic. Let's take a look at it right here on the blue. Here it is. This is called American Gothic. And American Gothic was a painting by this man. His name is Grant Wood. Grant Wood was born in 1891, and he lived in Ohio. And what he liked to paint were pictures of the countryside and of people who lived in the country. And he liked to think that these two people, he said he fancied that these two lived in front of this house. So he got his sister to model. She stood and he got her an apron from those days and had her put it on. And do you know who he is supposed to look like? It's Grant Wood's dentist. Earlier today, you heard Mrs. Laura talking about dentists, and he used his dentist as that man's face and body. And these are to look like farmers who live in this house. Look at the photograph I have of that house. Well, Miss Reed-Wright, where did you set it? Oh, here it is, behind my Mystery Monday sign. Let me show you this picture. This picture is the very house that Grant Wood did a sketch of. He was 39 years old, and he went to a different town than his own, and he went looking for inspiration. I want to clap that word. Inspiration, a great long word that means give me a great idea. So he got in the car and someone else drove him, and they drove him around town, and he said, "What are you looking for?" He said, "I'm looking for inspiration." And he said, "Oh, stop right here. Stop at that White House. It is called Gothic Carpenter." Isn't that a funny word? A carpenter is someone who uses wood and hammer and nails, and he wanted this house because it was made out of board and batten. So how they do board and batten is board, and a skinny board in front, that's the batten. And that's how the houses that were the Gothic carpenter were made. This is this house. He drew a sketch of it and did it with oils, and he then went back home. He never returned to look at the house, but he asked them to send a photograph, and this is what they sent him. And he took a picture of it and put it next to there and painted the house and the people in front. Well, at the beach, an artist made an American Gothic just like the painting. And they put that in front of the stores, and people went by and said, "Hey, that looks just like Grant Wood's American Gothic." And sure enough, there it is. Now, we're going to be making a scarecrow all week long. Today we will make the shirt, or the paper that will cut the shirt out. We'll see how much time we have. And we're going to make the shirt, and then tomorrow we'll make the pants, and another day we'll make the face, and another day we'll make the hands. So I'm going to stand up and go over to the easel, and we're going to use a ruler. If you have a ruler, go ahead and get it. And I'm using markers, or you can actually use anything. If you want to use your pastels, because that's something you have, use them. If you want to use your colored pencils, use them. I'm going to use markers, because this is what we're going to do. is make a plaid shirt. I am wearing a plaid shirt. My scarecrow is wearing a plaid shirt. These are examples of plaid shirts. Fabric that goes stripes one way and stripes another way and crisscross themselves to make them into a piece of plaid fabric. Look at this giant one. Someone could make a pillow out of this kind of fabric because it's upholstery fabric. But you see stripes going one way, stripes crossing over to make plaid. Let's go over to the easel. I was going to sing the song first, but I thought let's do it after we start making something for the scarecrow. Scoot over, suitcase. All righty, meet me over here. I have my piece of yellow paper so that you can see the white paper. And maybe I need to move it over a little bit so I don't run into it. Remember what I said? We're going to make stripes one way and stripes the other. And since my scarecrow is wearing a red plaid, I'm going to do it. I'm going to hold my pen sideways so it makes a thick line. And they don't have to be exactly the same distance from each other, but I'm making them kind of nice and straight. And I'll put some this way as well with the thick stripe. And then I'll go back in with another color and a thicker or thinner stripe again to make my plaid. Let me see how folks are doing. All right. If we don't get finished making our plaid, don't you worry, because you can do it tonight and bring it tomorrow when we meet to cut out the shirt and put it together. I'm going to put a blue stripe here and a blue stripe here and a blue stripe here and go across. Can you see it's starting to make the plaid? Just like this. You can keep adding more stripes so it'll make a bigger plaid and an interesting plaid. And here is our scarecrow song. I'm a little scarecrow, raggedy and worn. I wear a hat and a shirt that's torn. When the pesky crows come, I wave and shout, away from my garden, you crows, get out. Alrighty, tomorrow, if you can bring blue paper, I'm going to be using blue paint and a sponge and a piece of blue paper to make the pants. So, you join me tomorrow and we'll say goodbye now. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all my friends. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all my friends. Oh, it's time to say goodbye. Give a smile and wink your eye. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all my friends. Now, I wanted to tell you, if you don't have blue paint, blue crayon will work. So blue crayon and a piece of paper to make the blue jeans. All right? Because we'll cut out the shirt, make the pants, put it together, and keep adding pieces day after day after day. All right, boys and girls, thank you for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.